So starting off with these next plays, I think this is close to where we start actually turning up our defensive intensity. When we start turning up our defensive intensity, our defense does get better, but it's really just because of our effort being in the place. We still make mistakes. We're not necessarily in position, but our effort is what actually separates us and causes us to gain an advantage here. And it starts with pressure on the ball. So Caden was actually able to cut him off enough to where he didn't have an advantage. He also saw Kendall slipping over here as a defense protector, rim protector, and so it caused him to make that pass off. Again, Caden, you got to play off your man a little bit. Cole, you got to be playing off a little bit. Be mindful of ball and man. Everybody looks at the ball. The ball is a lot more pretty. We got to make sure that we understand where both are at. Daniel got screened there. We're deep possession. Oh, got screened here. This may be a legal screen, but it's actually incidental contact. We'll go back through on this. That absolutely could get close to call for a screen if you'd have ran through that, but it looks like you just missed him. But again, when this shot goes up, here's a bigger play right now. When that shot goes up, we got to make sure that we are crashing. It looks like he's getting ready to crash in there, but Caden, you're not necessarily there. So we'll kind of see. So again, it looks like he's got the inside track to get that rebound. We got to make sure that we're all making motions to try to get to that inside position. All right, so let's see what this looks like. We got a couple of subs in now. Matchups look better right now. Caden's making him work. Bryce, I'm okay with you going under that screen, so we'll talk about this here. I mean, it's a handoff, but I'm okay with you going under it. So right now, especially at this age, going under it rather than going around it. So you can go around it, but that's going to cause him to have an advantage down here. If you go under it, he may have the chance to shoot this three here. But most of them are not necessarily that confident to shoot that three, especially if it's going to be a deep three. So it's better to go underneath it. Miles is in great defensive position right here. He's got his man. He's way off him. He's in position. He sees both. Looks like he's kind of looking forward here. Kendall's in pretty good position. Again, he's closer to the basket than his matchup, and he's ready to step up and help. We'll kind of see where this play kind of breaks down to. So again, good pressure up on the ball. When we pressure that ball, we got to make sure that we can move to cut it off, though. So good. He turned him. Let's go back here. So this is one thing that we got to be mindful of here, and this is off ball. And this is a concept that we've talked about. We haven't necessarily implemented at the 5th grade or 6th grade level, but a lot of times when somebody dribbles at you, so this person is dribbling at this person here, number 11. When they dribble at you, we would look to try to go backdoor. And so that's exactly what he does, because when he starts dribbling at you, your eyes stay on him, and then that's an easy time for you to cut backdoor. So this is good reads. Miles, again, perfect position right here. He's in position to be able to help on a pass that goes out there, and he's anchoring this paint right here to protect that paint. Caden could be playing off his man a little bit. Looks like Kendall's in good position. We'll see how this play develops as Bryce continues to pressure his man. So they do that handoff again. Miles is up in that. Bryson's in good position. Caden, again, you got to play off your man. Don't be hugging your man. Hugging your man is when you're within 6 feet of him. You don't want to be within 6 feet of him. You don't want to be able to touch him with your arm reach. So we need to play off it to be able to help it. Unending drives in case this person tries to dribble in here. Miles is turning them. Pressure in that. Let's go back. So it looks like, again, there's a dribble at and a backdoor cut. So again, this is something that we got to keep in mind. If we can lock this in for ourselves on offense and understanding the game, this is going to open up a lot of windows. So again, as this person is dribbling at them, whether or not Caden is in position or not, his eyes feel as a threat, and the balls get closer to him, so his eyes are fixated on the basketball, even though he's close to him. As that happens there, we actually get to see a backdoor cut. And if he threw that bounce with a left hand, boom, to the basket, leading to the basket, or spun back and throw that, that's an easy layup there. We'll see kind of how this play develops. Miles is doing some solid defense. He chucks up a shot. It's a solid defensive possession there. Looks like Caden's ready to work here. He is hustling down here. Miles is already in an athletic stance. That's one thing it's great to see, is that he's already down, on knees bent, ready to guard. You see his matchup here. He's already in help. He knows where the ball's at. Those are all good things to kind of point out there. So he's pointing to both. Again, as you see this here, so as he's going here, he's got his hands out. Miles has his hands out to kind of see where the man's going. Caden is pressuring the ball, doing a great job right now. Turner, his man, just working. Cut him off sideline. Good. Now again, as somebody starts dribbling at, that's going to cause them to want a backdoor cut. If Hunter's not necessarily in position to help, if Kendall's not necessarily in position to help, there's going to be his opportunity to get a basket here. Bryson should be playing off here. Not sure necessarily who's over that. Miles is sagging in here maybe a little bit too far, but he is protecting the basket, and I'm okay with that at this level. I mean, that's the one thing that's killing us is the layups. It's not necessarily the threes. So we're in position there. Looks like everybody's in great position. Bryson should probably stay engaged a little bit more. Force up a shot. Oh, actually get a travel there. So got to get a travel call. So we got baseline out of bounds. So just going to go back just a little bit on this here. Not sure how this happens here, but 12 is wide open. Not necessarily sure who's the matchup is there. Looks like Miles is recovering to that. Could have been his matchup. The ball gets in play. We got to be mindful. So this is called like America's play. So it's that baseline inbound can either be on the same side and this person will set a screen, or it's going to be the opposite corner. This person actually, I remember this play, is actually going to curl all the way to the three-point line to shoot this shot. So this person here is just going to be a screener. So when this is happening here, we want to make sure that you are recognizing that he's going to be cutting and curling. That's an action that happens a lot in basketball. You're going to see that the rest of your career. So he's curling in there. Caden is trailing. He's going to be able to screen probably both of you guys. Gets that great screen on Caden. And we give up a wide open shot. Again, our energy is better, but we're still out of position. We get a good block there to recover on that. Getting on the ground, getting some loose balls. That's what is really going to be telltale sign on defense here. We'll go again on this position here. Another baseline out of bounds. Again, if you gamble for that and you don't get that, that's leaving this person to go in here. Miles in a position. Caden should be better position. Kendall, you want to have your back to the baseline, so you actually can see the ball. Right now, you're facing your man. You'd want to flip completely around, so be facing this way. And then you could have your left hand pointing to your man, right hand pointing to the ball. Got a reversal. Miles is in good help, but that enables us to get an open shot. But again, I'll live with the 3-point shots as long as we're not giving up layups. Protect the basket. Possession continues. They're making good cuts. Too many rebounds right now, guys. We got to make sure that we actually are in position to rebound anytime the shots go up. So I'm going to go back just a little bit so we can dive into that. Go back even more. So this shot goes up. We can't anticipate that they're going to make the shot. We got to dive in and try to protect that basket. Got to get in there. So right now, Caden has got to make a choice. He can't necessarily stand there. He's got to go in there, be a presence, or he should get back on defense as he's really thinking that we have the ball. We can go transition there. But standing there, not necessarily in position, we got an extra, and the shot goes up. We are ready to rebound. Get another possession here. see what we got here. So we're gonna go back just a little bit. It's like Caden stopped the ball. Bryson was looking at the ball, so we'll go back. We'll just play through this whole thing again, the whole possession there, as he's dribbling down. Caden is working his man. Bryson is relaxed. Miles, again, is in great position. His man's all the way over here, but he is in the middle of the paint, recognizing that there is a dribble drive threat that could be here. So he's leaving his matchup, which is number 12 here, to make sure that he can protect the paint to stop any easy baskets. Bryson is trailing here, and then his man actually cuts. Miles is there to contest. Still get an easy shot. Kendall gets a rebound. We're pushing it. And that is all we have for that. End of the first half there.